Let me ask you something. What would you do if your spouse came to you one night and said they wanted to sleep with someone else, just for fun? Would you laugh? Get angry? Or would you do what I did and wait? Because what I did next changed everything. They say the foundation of a lasting marriage is trust. I believed that with everything I had. For 8 years, I trusted Madison completely, with my love, our home, our children, and my entire future. I thought we were strong. I thought we were a team. But I was living in a beautifully crafted illusion. Our relationship didn't fall apart through shouting matches or wild arguments. It started with something much quieter, a single conversation that shattered everything. It was a Wednesday night. The kids were asleep. The house was quiet. We were lying in bed. I was half scrolling through my phone when she suddenly turned to me, her eyes lit up with a strange excitement. "Eli," she began, a little hesitant. "The neighbors, Adam and Claire, they invited us to a party this weekend." I glanced over. "Oh yeah? What kind of party?"
She paused.
Just a second too long. "It's not a regular party. It's sort of a swingers party." I laughed, genuinely thinking she was kidding. "You can't be serious," I said, sitting up. But she wasn't laughing. Her face was dead serious. "I am," she said. "Adam and Claire said it helped their marriage. I don't see the harm in trying it. We've been kind of stuck lately." "Madison," I said, slowly, trying to wrap my head around this, "you're talking about sleeping with other people." "It's just physical," she shrugged. "It doesn't mean anything. It could even bring us closer." I was stunned. "I don't care what it did for them," I said firmly. "That's not what I signed up for. I'm not interested." You'd think that would have ended the conversation.
But no.
Over the next few days, she kept bringing it up. At first like it was still some kind of joke. Then more seriously. I'd be folding laundry and she'd walk in, casually saying, "Just think about it, Eli. One night. That's all." By Thursday night, she dropped the act completely. "I'm going," she said flatly while I was tucking our daughter into bed. I followed her into the hallway. "You're going where?" "The party. Tomorrow. With or without you." "What about Ava and Noah?" I asked, trying to keep calm. "I'll get a sitter," she said, brushing past me. "It's not a big deal." "It is a big deal," I snapped. "You really think this is okay?" "Yes," she answered without a second thought. "And if you weren't so uptight, maybe you'd come too." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "So let me get this straight. You want to sleep with another man, and somehow this is my fault for not being adventurous enough?" "You're being dramatic," she rolled her eyes. I stared at her, my heart pounding, suddenly unsure who this person even was. "If you go to that party, Madison, we're done. I'll file for divorce."
She looked a little surprised.
Then she smirked. "You'd end our marriage over one night?" "No," I said. "You are." And then she said something that made my blood run cold. "If it bothers you that much," she said, "I'll record it. That way you'll see it's not a big deal. Maybe you'll even get turned on." I stood there, silent, completely stunned. But behind that silence, something shifted. My rage became cold. Sharp. Focused. If she really recorded herself cheating, she'd be handing me the exact proof I needed to destroy her legally. So I nodded and told the most important lie of my life. "Sure," I said. "Do what you want." She narrowed her eyes. "Just like that?"
"Yeah."
"If it means that much to you, go ahead." The next night, she got ready like she was going to a red carpet event. Tight black dress. Heavy makeup. Heels she hadn't worn in years. She barely looked at me on her way out. "I'll be back late," she said. "Don't forget your camera," I muttered. She shot me a glare, but didn't respond. The moment the door closed behind her, I moved fast. I called my mom and asked her to take the kids for the weekend. I didn't give details, just urgency. Within an hour, Ava and Noah were safe with her. I poured myself a drink, sat alone in the dark, and waited. The next morning, around 10 a.m., Madison came back. She looked like a wreck. Her hair messy, makeup smudged, clothes wrinkled. She smelled like cheap perfume and worse decisions. She tossed her purse on the counter, gave me a smug smile, and said, "So, wanna see it?" She pulled out her phone like it was a prize. I recorded it. Like I said. I didn't respond. Just took the phone and walked upstairs. I locked the bedroom door, plugged the phone into my laptop, and started downloading everything. My hands were trembling. My stomach was tight.
What I saw destroyed me.
It wasn't just one guy. It was three. She laughed. She moaned. She whispered things she'd never said to me. Like none of it meant anything. Like I didn't matter. But instead of falling apart, I focused. I copied every video to a secure drive, repacked her phone, and walked downstairs. She was on the couch, scrolling through her phone like it was just another lazy Sunday. I handed her the phone. She smiled. "I hope it was worth it," I said coldly. Her smile faded. "What's that supposed to mean?" "You'll find out soon enough." The next day, I filed for divorce. The footage was undeniable. My lawyer called it the cleanest case he'd ever seen. I was granted full custody of Ava and Noah. She got visitation, supervised only.
She cried.
She screamed. She begged. "You're overreacting," she sobbed at my mother's door one night. "It was just a mistake." "No," I said. "It was a choice." The divorce was ugly. She tried to paint me as controlling, but the footage told the truth. Every lie she tried to spin fell apart. She lost the house, lost the kids, and most of all, lost the perfect image she had built around herself. Months later, I ran into Adam, the same neighbor who invited us. He looked uncomfortable. "Hey," he said quietly. "I didn't know Madison would take it that far." "What do you mean?" I asked. "She didn't just sleep with one guy. She got passed around. 3 guys, maybe more. I just thought you should know." I nodded.
Numb.
It didn't even shock me anymore. Now I live in a smaller place. Simpler. Quieter. But peaceful. My kids are safe. My heart is healing. And Madison? She still lives in that empty house. No visitors. No calls. She thought one night wouldn't matter. She was wrong. Thanks for listening. If this story spoke to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, guard your heart and protect your trust.